Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It is iMac234. That was a bad intro, but whatever. Yeah, Outbreak, Easter egg review, Operation Excision? Is it Excision or Excision? It's EX something, I don't know. Is it Incision? It might not be. No, it's not Incision. It's something. It starts in an E, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, to the review. So I have said this on Twitter. I have said this on Twitter that I had a 27-minute Cold War rant primed and ready to upload. But you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I think with this new information, this new experience, I want to make a new video, new recording and everything. So here we go. The Outbreak second Easter egg is one of the worst zombies experience I think I've ever had. I have been playing zombies since Kino BO1. I have played every map. I have played every map multiple times. And I've done a lot on those maps multiple times. High rounds, Easter eggs, you name it. And I don't think since maybe the launch of Voyager Despair, potentially, with all the blue screens, or Die Rise, have I ever had a worse zombies experience. This tops them all, by the way. This tops them all. Easily. Like, there's no question on the worst of the worst list for a zombies experience. I am just dumbfounded. I'm really dumbfounded. There were so many missed opportunities in this egg. There was so much going on and so much wrong with it that I did not seem emotionally invested at all in anything that I did. Anything that I did. So let's start off with 12 p.m. Let's start off noon Central Time, my time. I get into a game. I'm running around. I restart a couple times, and I look in a Discord real quick, and I see the egg has been solved at 1 p.m. Central Time. 1 hour. 1 hour after the egg's release, it was solved. 60 minutes, 1 hour. I mean, 1 hour. And honestly, looking back at the egg, I'm surprised it wasn't solved quick. I'm surprised it wasn't 30 minutes. It might have been. Maybe the tweet was just like 20 minutes after. Potentially, who knows? 1 hour though to solve an Easter egg. I mean, you know, I went on a rant on this in the Twitch channel. I'll repeat a little bit what I said, but I'm going to say it regardless. I hate being negative. You guys know I hate being negative, but I got to say how it is, man. That was just embarrassing. It was an absolute embarrassment to zombies. I don't think I've ever been so let down after a new experience that I just went like, I don't want to play this anymore. I will never play that egg again. Like with D Machine, Firebase, Outbreak, I actually had fun doing it the first time. I actually had fun doing it. I had a good time doing it. I mean, over time, I realized that it can get really boring and repetitive because the eggs aren't that fun, to be honest. But at least on the first playthrough, I had fun. I did not have fun on this first playthrough. I did not. I didn't like anything about it. So I guess let's kind of go through the egg and all the steps that happen. So step 1, get to wave 3. That's just like the other one. No surprise there. Step 2, you have to go through these red portals to like through with your parachute and get a little orb like Max's one in the first egg. And then on wave 4, you get transported to Sanatorium. You shoot a ball around till it gets to a rover. You put a bunny in the rover from a mystery box. There's only 3 mystery boxes, by the way, and I know where all 3 are. So that took me 2 seconds to find the bear. Then you do basically a reskin of the Tagdertone final, where you're following the orb or following a rover around till you get to a certain location. And then You go across the sanatorium breach. You go up to the big monument thing. You find out that all the scientists are dead. Whatever, I don't care. And then you start to exfil. And then the exfil is a joke. It's I never imagined that they would actually. It wasn't even a boss fight. It was not even a boss fight. It wasn't even a boss fight. They put Orda there. Orda is in the exfil. Orda is in the exfil. Again, another Orda boss fight. Massive air quotation marks on that. And it's just another exfil cutscene number 4. Oh, but this time there's a little bit of twist. Your team actually doesn't exfil. Raptor 1 goes down, and then Kravchenkov takes him. Okay. Like, I'm and I guess the counter argument would be like, Ian, this is a prologue. It's not, it's a prologue. Prologues are usually not that long. Okay, that's fair. But all I'm asking for is an egg that's semi-difficult, where the people don't tell you where to go and what to do every single time, and make it a complete cakewalk. Because once I got into a game with Shane and Mikey, it took us like an hour to beat it. Around an hour. I think less, honestly. I think it was actually less. It was an embarrassment. I couldn't believe it. It was awful. And I was just like, I'm done. I'm never playing this again. And, I'm going to put up a tweet that Mikey sent out that was, I won't read all of it because the last part, he said, took longer to install the update for Cold War than it did to complete the Outbreak egg. That says a lot, man. It took longer for Mikey to download the Cold War update than it did to complete the actual Easter egg. From his first attempt to when he completed it. Come on, man. I don't know, I don't know what's going on in Treyarch, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's going on, dude. Something's going on there. Either the zombies team just simply doesn't care, or they have no funding. I don't know what it is anymore. I have so many questions for these developers and for the leaders. Like, you can't say something's coming out like, oh, all these cool teasers, and then it just be a complete flop. Like, okay, so they also, another thing, they put in a new Outbreak map called Zoo. And actually, from what I've heard, Zoo is going to be an Outbreak-only map. And I was like, hey, okay, 2 thumbs up. Only Outbreak maps, which is great. That is what I've been saying. Outbreak would be so much better if they have their own maps. Not maps that were made 8 months ago, or 12 months ago, really, with Ruka, Alpine, all Sanatorium. I don't know if that was a DLC map, but you get what I mean. They're all multiplayer maps, just poured over to zombies and pawn off as content, which it is, in my opinion. I don't think Outbreak's DLC 2. Treyarch thinks it's DLC 2. That's not. I'm sorry, it's not. You can't. If it were actually just zombies maps, then I would say yes, that's DLC 2. But you can't just be like, okay, we have this map, let's just put some objectives in it, and boom, that's DLC 2. No, that's not. That's not DLC 2. No. No. Nope. Absolutely not. You cannot convince me. You can't convince me after what I just played. You can't. That was I think comparing the Easter egg right here to, let's say Garage Kroby, that was probably 5% of what Garage Kroby offers. Maybe. That might be pushing it. Maybe 5%. And what makes it worse, guys, is that they have a new map just for Outbreak, and it's not used. If you do not go to Zoo for the entire new operation, you're not missing anything. There's no, why would you not utilize the new map you just implemented to the game? What's the point of it coming out with the new mini Easter egg or whatever the hell that was, if it's not going to be used? I just don't understand. I'm just perplexed on so many things, and I honestly just don't know what to say anymore. That was just disappointing because I was thinking to myself, okay, zoo's definitely gonna be part of the egg, definitely gonna be in there somehow. We'll see, but no. If you don't go to zoo for your entire game, you're not missing out on anything. And honestly, I played zoo a little bit. It was actually, it was not a bad map. It was okay. It was, some parking lots and some zoo areas. The zoo area was actually kind of cool, but the rest of the maps is kind of bland, to be honest. And I'm just have so many questions as to why it's not utilized. Why would you even make the map for just Outbreak? May I add, from what I've heard, not confirming that from what I've heard, and you just don't use it. Just plop it in there. Like at that point, don't make the map. At that point, just don't make the map because that would have been such a great opportunity to show off zoo and for your new map. You made it part of the Easter egg. That's an easy. That's layup right. That's easy right there. That's just easy. Like Treyarch made it just. They just didn't even think of the easy solution to make zoo a viable map. They didn't even use it for the freaking Easter egg. Like, come on, man. And, it's funny, I was looking around Twitter and all that stuff, and, I mean, the guides are like 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm surprised it's 5 minutes. I thought it was going to be like 3. And you just see the comments, and, I'm not in the minority in this opinion, guys. I've seen so many comments on Twitter saying how this was a joke of an Easter egg, and it was, man. It was a joke. It was a complete joke. Nothing good about it. Nothing inspiring. Nothing cool. All reused assets and content. I'm trying to think of anything that's new. Oh yeah, I guess not even the portals for the parachute because you have those around the map. So there's nothing new other than one broken down box. They use the same orb thing they have had since Outbreak launch, and I'm disappointed, man. I'm really disappointed. I'm just so disappointed. And now, I don't know what to make of Mauer der Toad, man. I don't know what to make of Mauer. This was, I think Shane was talking about it a bit. He was really excited for the next map. I'm like, yeah, it actually, the teaser trailer they came out with it was kind of cool. Looked kind of cool to tell you that with a cool 3-level map. They had under with the railway car under the street. Then you had the main level. Then you had the top level. I was like, oh, okay, looks kind of cool. Good little teaser. And then basically from what he's saying, like he doesn't know if he's excited anymore, man. And honestly, I'm with him. How can you be excited for the next map when this is what comes out? How can you be, man? That's been the problem with Easter egg progression since its inception. The Easter eggs used to be very difficult with a community that wasn't as smart when it comes to Easter egg hunting. I think we all agree that our Easter egg hunting skills have significantly increased over time. That's just how a community is. They just get smarter. So you had at the start, I wouldn't say hard eggs, but more difficult to solve, kind of out there. But and maybe the community isn't as good as hunting. Okay, that's cool. But now you've gone the complete opposite spectrum, where you have a community that is super freaking smart on solving everything, and the eggs are literal walks in the park. It was literal walks in the park. I honestly felt like I was playing a multiplayer match, guys. It was like it just felt like I just feel like that this whole blending with Warzone has just been a horrible, horrible thing for zombies, man. It is absolutely just sliced it, because everything is just geared to Warzone. You use operators in zombies now. You're using multiplayer maps. Everything feels so multiplayer and just not even zombies sometimes, where guys are telling you what objectives to do, like you are in a multiplayer match where it's like kill the other team or capture this flag or whatnot. And I just it just feels like everything is so geared away from zombies in the zombies mode. You gotta give us something that feels like zombies. And I just don't know what they're doing. I just don't know, man. And I can't believe I have never been this let down about a new zombies experience ever, man. I usually am very positive after something I do for the first time. This was not it, man. This was an absolute it. I'm giving this grade. I'm grading an F, 0 out of 10, a 0 out of 10. I'm gonna be honest, 0 out of 10. If you haven't played it, no, don't need to do it unless you want the quick 10,000 XP. Don't do it. If you want to do it, I'd say casually. It'll probably take about 25 minutes, maybe. Casually, I'd say. It took us an hour to do it because we were just kind of roaming around the map and chilling. But if we were like saying, hey, let's try to be as quick as we can, we probably could be in like 30 minutes, maybe. I'd say about 30 minutes. If I went back and did it right now, I could probably be in about 26, 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes casually, I'd say. So, I don't recommend it. I'd say just forget it. Just play the first Outbreak Easter egg. The first Outbreak Easter egg isn't even that great, but at least the bunker and the boss fight are kind of cool. But now they've actually nerfed that. They nerfed actually the cool thing about Outbreak was the bunker and the Legion. There's no more super spinners in the bunker, which I guess is okay. That's fine, but no super spinners is ridiculous. There should at least be some. And apparently the Legion's health has been health or armor has been cut in half. And I'm just like, you actually had something semi-okay here, and you just ruined it. You just ruined it. Why would you cut the Legion's health? Like, it was actually kind of a semi-hard boss fight, or maybe a little bit harder, to be honest. Now it's easy. Like, everything is so geared to the noob. Like, what is Activision doing in terms of their veteran players? They do not do anything for the veteran zombies player anymore. Everything that is a little hard, they're like, oh, we'll nerf it, don't worry. We're going to nerf it. Like, we'll make it easier. You know what they should actually do? Instead of scaling the boss fight down, they should make the guns better. Make the guns better against the boss. Don't have one gun doing 50 damage, the other one doing a couple thousand. Make that one a little bit better. You don't need to scale the boss fight's health down, because to me that's just easy. It's easy for them to do that. They can just go, slice in half instead of actually going back with all the guns and upping their health or upping their damage. Excuse me. Like, come on, man. That's not okay. That's not okay. Alright, guys, I think I'm done here. This was so disappointing. I can't even overstate it. If you want to go back into the highlight of my channel, my last broadcast, you can watch another rant there. But, man, just what a disappointment, dude. What an absolute disappointment. What an absolute just... It was sad, man. It actually was kind of depressing as well. Just seeing how far Zombies has fallen. But we'll see what Mauer their tone is. I hope it's a good map, but this gave me... I was very skeptical already, and this is just slashed my confidence, dude. And I'm very concerned for the next map. The egg's going to be solved in 90 minutes, and then everyone's going to forget about it within the next 2 days. I'm just afraid it's going to happen, dude. Because they can't just go back right now and change the Easter egg. Can't do that anymore. It's already mid-June. It's supposed to come out in July. Oh man, I wish, I always shit on Revelations for how crappy of an egg it is, because it is a bad egg. But at least that one had a mystery to it. These new eggs don't have any more mystery, dude. These new eggs don't have any mystery. They don't have any mystery to it. Alright, guys, well, a couple more updates on the channel. This will be coming out on the 18th of June. Then on the 19th, there will be another Resident Evil part 4, I believe. Yes, part 4. So be on the lookout for that. But other than that, guys, I will see you all on the next video or the next live stream. But yeah, alright, guys. Have the rest of the day. Peace out.